After 3 months of mandatory quarantine in New York, Ferrari Maserati of Long Island is finally open, and that means I get to check out some cool cars. So let's do it. First, I want to head back here behind the building and check out some of the pre-owned vehicles they have in stock from brands that aren't Ferrari. So of course, here we've got a Bentley Bentayga Black Edition, which I love so much because it blacks out all of the bright wear. So you've got black up here for the grille, as well as the lower grille, black surrounding the headlights. You've got black wheels, as well as black surrounding the taillights. And you've got carbon fiber down here, surrounding the exhaust, and for the spoiler, which I think looks so good and gives this SUV a sporty look. Gorgeous white paint, just a beautiful vehicle in general. Now I know some people don't like the Bentayga, they find it ugly looking, but personally I love it. We've got a Porsche 911 over here, and behind that an SLS convertible. And what's sad about the convertible is that there's no gull-wing doors, which I think makes SLS the SLS. Next to that, lizard green Porsche 911 GT3 RS with a massive exposed carbon fiber rear wing for downforce. The exhaust exits in the center, whereas on the GT2 RS there's one on each side. This car makes 520 horsepower from the naturally aspirated flat 6 engine, which sounds amazing. It's the same engine in the GT3, but the GT3 RS has 20 more horsepower, so the regular GT3 only has 500. But not just that, not just the horsepower increase, but this car is so track focused, as you can tell by this huge rear wing, bigger than the wing on the GT3, for more downforce. And you've also got these vents on the fenders to let out air from the brakes and the wheels, these nacoducts on the front hood, and just a super aggressive, gorgeous look. And would you look at that, over here we've got a Lamborghini RS, the super SUV, which is a direct rival to the Bentley Bentayga. This car of course has the twin turbo V8 engine that makes 641 horsepower, and it just has a way more sharp, aggressive design compared to the more luxurious Bentayga. So if I had to pick between the RS and the Bentayga over there, it'd be pretty tough because I love both. I'm currently at the detailing building, so let's see what they've got in here. These Pistas were here last time I was here, 3 months ago. This is in Argento Nurburgring. Very subtle spec, but still nice nonetheless, with charcoal Alcantara interior. Just a very aggressive looking car, especially compared to the 488 GTB, because this one is track focused. And what's special about the Pista, it has an S duct for downforce, so air comes in through the front, comes over here, pushes the car down, and then the air goes over the car. So this allows Ferrari to not have any rear wings or anything that looks too shouty. Instead, they work all their aerodynamics into the car. With the Pista Coupe, you get a great view of the engine, which has loads of carbon fiber and these red dream lines on the engine, which are an option. You've also got carbon fiber here next to the taillights, and this spoiler back here, this is made out of carbon fiber, it's just painted over. This Pista here is in Grigio alloy with the dark blue and yellow stripe, nice black wheels, and it has dark blue Alcantara for the interior, which is very interesting, and dark blue leather on the steering wheel, yellow dreamlines on the paddle shifters and on the steering wheel itself there, as well as yellow dreamlines on the engine. So if 2 Pistas weren't enough, we've got a third one in Rosso Corsa. This one with gold wheels, which isn't very common, but it looks really good, and the red dreamlines. So let me know which one of these 3 Pistas you like the most. That one, or this one. This here is the 488 Pista Piloti, and as you can tell by this livery, it's made for Ferrari's race car drivers only. So people who aren't race car drivers just get the regular Pistas. but those who are Ferrari race car drivers get the Pista Piloti. And what's cool about this is you can have your number put on the side of the car. So not only is it limited to race car drivers, but it only comes in 4 colors. Argento Nurburgring is one of them. There's also Rosso Corsa, Nero Daytona, and Blue TDF. And with this car, I've officially seen all 4 colors. So this one is loaded with options. If you look at the window sticker here, it starts at $345,000. This one has over $200,000 in options for a total of $565,000. And it has carbon fiber wheels, which are currently covered, but take my word for it, they look awesome. But taking a look at some of the options, Apple CarPlay costs over $4,000, and red brake calipers are an option. There are tons of options. And like I mentioned with the other Pistas, the spoiler back here is made of carbon fiber, but on the regular Pistas it's painted over. On the Pilotis, they keep it exposed. And what's especially cool about the Pista Piloti's interior is that it has this Italian flag fade design on the Alcantara seats, which the regular Pistas do not have. So it makes this car super special. And this one also has the Italian flag on the paddle shifters, as well as an Alcantara steering wheel and the racing number 19 of this driver. You've got exposed carbon fiber pieces in the front here to match the carbon fiber wheels, and the carbon fiber here surrounding the air intake, and of course carbon fiber spoiler. So if you see a Pista with this livery, this stripe here, and these badges, it's a Pista Piloti. Basking in the sun here is a 488 Spider in Rosso Corsa with black wheels and yellow brake calipers, and a black leather interior. Inside the showroom, we've got a blue Posi 488 Spider and a black 430 Scuderia with yellow stripes. Both beautiful vehicles, and this color is quite rare. It's non-metallic, and it's a historical color that was made to honor Charles Posi, who is a French Ferrari importer from back in the day. We've got another 488 Spider, an 812 Superfast, and a California T. Upstairs in the showroom, we've got quite a few 488 Spiders, and this one's a 488 GTB with the engine cover popped open. So you'll notice there's barely any carbon fiber, if any at all, for the 488 GTB engine bay, but the Pista gets loads of carbon fiber, which makes it look so much better in my opinion. 488 Spider with black Alcantara interior, and I find it really interesting seeing Ferrari steering wheels with Alcantara since it's not very common. Most of them are leather. This color is stunning. It's called Blue Mirabeau. This 458 is interesting because it has blacked out taillights to match the black wheels and the black badges. So the 458 is the last generation of mid-engined V8 Ferraris to have a naturally aspirated engine, because the 488s are all twin turbos. So the 458 is the last mid-engined Ferrari to have a naturally aspirated engine. This here is a quite interesting color on the F12 Berlinetta. It's called Grigio Scuro. It's quite uncommon, and I'm not sure how I feel about it on this car. I love this F12 Berlinetta interior. The center of the seats is black Alcantara, but the outer part of the seat is red leather with the Cavallino stitched in Nero, and Alcantara on the top and bottom of the steering wheel.
That one's a little bit of like a deeper blue. I'm gonna go grab that gray car though.
So that was my first trip back to Ferrari Maserati of Long Island in Plainview, New York, since the coronavirus New York lockdown started. We saw some pretty cool cars, a lot of Pistas, a lot of 488s, especially the Spiders, a couple GTBs. So overall, I'd say it was a pretty good day.